Subscribe to Mystic Studio Productions and press the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a video.
Love is one of the most important things which we treasure in our life. It is so amazing to be with our loved ones. That's why it is also the most painful thing than any others to lose our beloved ones. There can be so much things in our earth which can take away our beloved ones far from us. It can be diseases, it can be deaths, it can be enemies, it can be accidents, it can be wars, and many others. But among these, the most important thing are diseases and deaths. Because all other causes can be avoidable, but disease and deaths, they occur naturally. Our modern medicine has progressed a lot. Still, someone said, modern medicine is the science of cure, not prevention. So we can see that modern diagnostic procedures, they diagnose diseases after it has already progressed or manifested in the human body. Would not it be wonderful if we could diagnose the disease much early before it manifests in the human body? Today, in this video, we shall be discussing how to diagnose any disease much before they appear or much before the symptoms appear within the human body. We will be understanding it under the light of life force. I am Shomik and you are watching Mystic Studio Productions by Mystic Journey Begins. Expansion is life and contraction is death. One of the most important quotes by Swami Vivekananda. This is a very important quote for today's discussion. We have previously discussed that life force can be compared to a ball of energy which is always expanding and contracting. Whenever the life force acts upwards, the depth of the contraction increases. Contraction and expansion, that is, this depth increases but the rate is slow, and it indicates in the physical realm as an expansion. So the rate is very slow and the depth is much high. This occurs when the life force is acting upwards. But whenever the life force moves downwards, then this depth of the expansion and contraction decreases and the rate increases. So it will be like this if we consider it like energy. So the rate is increasing but the depth is less. Before, when the life force was increasing, then it was like this, slow. The rate was slow but the depth was much high, and this manifests in the physical world as expansion. Whereas when the life force moves low, then it manifests in the physical world as contraction. In our human body, we are healthy because the life force in our human body is at the standard frequency. Whenever the life force at any particular part of the body gets low, in that particular part disease manifests. So diseases essentially occur due to the lowering down of the life force in a particular part of our body. So if we have to cure the disease, then in that particular part of the body we need to increase the life force. We also discussed just now that whenever the life force is increasing or going upwards, then it manifests in the physical world as a state of expansion or relaxation. Whereas when the life force moves downwards, then it manifests in the physical world as a state of contraction. So in the human body, whenever in a particular part the life force is lower, then at that particular position there is a partial state of contraction. So any diseased part of the body is always contracted. So a healthy individual is always relaxed. But whenever a disease manifests in the human body, then the body is always in a state of contraction. This can also be visible if we see older persons. As people age, the body contracts because the life force gradually gets lowered than it was before in the adulthood. Hence, any particular part of the body where there is disease, there must be contraction, and we can point out that particular state of contraction if we are very much alert, and if we can diagnose it at very early stage, then we can do away with many diseases. Now, this life force acts in the human body through 7 chakras. These chakras are located in various parts of the body. We have already discussed it in the video of the life force. You can see it. I've given the link here, so you can see it from our YouTube videos. So the life force can get lower in any particular chakras, and that particular chakra where it gets lowered, in that particular part of the body, disease will manifest. And the disease will also manifest through the elements. So we have already discussed about the 5 elements. So the disease will be diversified as per which element is getting lowered, because the life force acts in the realm of physicality through the 5 elements. It acts through the chakras, and each chakras is responsible for each element, and these are also interrelated to each other. Each of the 7 chakras are interlinked with each other. So is the 5 elements. All the elements in the human body are interlinked with each other. So disease of one particular element can manifest through another element. This is why there are innumerable permutations and combinations, and this gives rise to innumerous diseases which we can see in the world. That is why there are so much diversified diseases, and we have to cure them by various different procedures, because they are concerned with different elements and they are affecting different parts of the body, because the life force acts in the human body through different chakras. That's why. But it's very hard and difficult to diagnose these diseases individually for each diseases, which we will of course discuss in our channel in the upcoming videos. We will discuss about how in each system diseases occur, and how can we understand them much earlier before they manifest, before the symptoms arrive in the patients. We can cure that if we detect it in the early stage, and there are procedures by which we can see that at this particular part of the body the energy is decreasing. So a healthy body is always relaxed, and an unhealthy body is always contracted. We have also said that whatever change occurs in the dimension of the life force will manifest in the dimension of mind, and whatever change will manifest in the dimension of mind will also manifest in the dimension of the physicality. So before any disease manifests in the human body, it will previously manifest in the dimension of mind, and before it manifests in the dimension of mind, it will of course manifest in the dimension of life force. So if we can detect in the stage of life force and mind before the disease manifests in the realm of the physicality, that is a human body, which you can see, these hands, face, chest, feet, these are the physical realm. So before the disease manifests in the physical realm, if we can detect it in the early stage in the about of the mind or in the about of the life force, then we can cure it much easily before it progresses further. So whenever a disease is occurring, there must be some problems going on in the mind. If we see, a patient's mind can never be healthy, because before a disease manifests in the physical body, it will of course show symptoms in the mind. A healthy body always indicates a healthy mind, and a healthy mind always indicates a healthy state of the life force or energy. So if the body is unhealthy, the mind can never be healthy, and if the mind is unhealthy, the life force can never be healthy. If we understand this, and if we gradually diagnose the problems, we have to be very keen and very attentive to detect these changes, because they are very subtle and there are no instruments through which we can detect life force, and it is much more subjective in nature than objective. So it's very important to understand our own body. If we understand that a disease is occurring inside our body, we can better diagnose it than any other person, because it is our body, not theirs. We will feel it much better. It is that we don't understand it well. That's why in our subconscious state, before we understand anything, the disease already progresses. So in our upcoming videos, gradually we shall decode one by one each systems of the human body, how diseases can be diagnosed earlier in each of these systems, and how it can be treated. So keep watching Mystic Studio Productions. Do like, share and subscribe it with your friends and family. Till then, take care, bye. Thank you for watching.